Okay, so here we have a special guest again. This is Ayana. Hi, Ayana.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on your podcast today.
Of course. Yeah, I asked you yesterday. It was such a last minute request, and then you said it's okay. So, yes, it's going to be a little chat. So, don't be nervous. Just take it easy. You can use Japanese if you want to, but yeah, English or Japanese. Yeah, this is a bilingual podcast. So, Ayana is one of my students. So, would you like to give us a little introduction about yourself?
Okay. My name is Ayana. I'm from Tokyo and live in Tokyo. I've been taking Rika sensei's class for over 1 year. And I used to live in Australia for 5 years, and I came back to Japan maybe about 5 months ago.
Oh, well, has it been that long?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. It does. That's about it?
Yes.
Okay. So you're originally from Tokyo.
Yes.
Have you lived anywhere else in Japan?
No, just traveling.
Only in Tokyo. Okay. I see. So you're back in Tokyo now after 5 years in Australia. Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you for that. So I will be asking some questions, but first of all, like, why did you choose Australia? Was it a working holiday?
Yes. Because all my friends who have been there said it was great. Like people are friendly and weather is nice and nature is nice too. And also there is not so much time difference between Japan and Australia. So I decided to go to Australia.
Okay. So that was maybe like 5 years ago then? 5 years?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So initially, so you landed in Australia. Where did you live in Australia, by the way?
First in Sydney.
And then you moved around a bit?
Yes. I moved a lot.
Okay. Was that your first time working holiday?
Yes.
So had you been to any other countries prior to your working holiday in Australia?
Not just traveling.
Traveling? Where did you travel?
I went to the US, Korea. Oh, that's it.
That's about it. Okay. So Australia for the first time to live abroad.
Yes.
Okay. What was that like? I mean, like when you first went to Australia, how was your English level to begin with?
My English level, maybe like intermediate.
Okay, so you could kind of get by daily conversation was okay.
Yes, but I felt my English was like a baby level, I think.
Yes, I think living there and trying to settle in, I think that's a different kind of English you might have to use, right? Yes, okay. So first in Sydney, did you have a job or did you go to school?
I went to language school for maybe 3 months.
Okay, and then what kind of job did you do first?
I worked in Japanese restaurant, maybe only 1 month.
Only 1 month, okay. Do you know why you quit?
I have to move Sydney, so I had to leave.
I see. And then after that, did you experience different kinds of jobs?
Yes, mainly farm job.
Farm, okay. I remember that when you first came to my lesson, you were working in countryside and would you like to tell us more about it? Because maybe that's the longest time you worked for at this place, right?
Yes. I was working in a mining campsite. It's called
mining.
It's not familiar in Japan, so
I guess not. Would you like to explain what it is?
Maybe it's kind of difficult to imagine.
Yeah. Mining, you mean like the mining の mining でしょ?
Yeah, 鉱山。
鉱山の方ですよね。
Yeah. In Australia, it's famous in mining industry. And yeah, it's really happen in remote site. It's like
Yeah, of
outback.
Yeah, I guess so. Outback. Yeah.
Yeah, so workers can go back home every day. So they stay there.
Okay, so they cannot really commute, but they have to be stuck in the mining area.
Yes.
So there is some kind of facilities for them to live in.
Yes, and so our company offer accommodation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really big facility. It's it's like a small village.
Wow. Okay. So the miners, I cannot really imagine because I live in Japan and it's kind of miners. So are they mainly male workers?
Yeah, like 80%.
80% males,
Yeah,
right?
but sometimes there's young girls and looks short and sometimes the girl has like long nails. So I'm so wondering what are they doing?
How do they do their job,
Yes.
right? That's interesting. So there's like a village there so that the miners can stay in these kind of facilities. And then also what exactly were you doing there?
I was worked as kitchen staff.
Because you have to provide meals for them, right?
Yes, just make like a backup like when food is gone. So I fill up food and clean the table, wash dishes.
Did you cook?
No, I can cut like a vegetable and a small plate, but we are not allowed to make fire. Use fire or oven or something like this.
So
Only chef
assisting. Yes. The chef. Okay, that's interesting because I remember you telling me that you also lived in that accommodation that they provide you, right?
Yes, in company accommodation.
Okay, and then you were able to live there, and then you were also able to use the canteen or the dining.
Yes,
like food was also included.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you didn't have to
free.
pay. Okay.
Don't need to pay accommodation and the food.
That's very good because accommodation and the food is free. Then you could maybe save a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. And then I heard that maybe you worked for 2 weeks straight and then 2 weeks vacation. What was it like?
Yeah,
the shift?
I had to work 14 days in a row and then we get 1 week off.
1 week off. Okay. So 2 weeks working straight and then 1 week off. Okay. Did you like that kind of condition?
It was hard the first time. But once I get used to it, having 1 week off is good.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. You can kind of plan ahead if you want to go for a vacation. 1 week is a good holiday. I bet like 2 weeks straight is a bit hard.
Yes.
But how did you find this job?
First, I heard from friends, and he said, he's gonna work in the mining campsite, and I didn't know about the mining site. So, and he said, we can get free accommodation, free food, and salary is nice, and so I got interested. Yeah.
Was there other Japanese people working there?
I met one Japanese guy. Yeah.
Okay.
In 2 years.
So, but in 2 years, only one person. Yeah. So you had to use English at work.
Yes.
All the time, I guess.
Yes.
What was that like? Was it okay? I mean, like it was not difficult.
It was difficult, and I was struggling every day.
Okay.
But once I get used to it,
I guess I get used to it.
We do the same things every day, and if something happen, I just ask supervisor, and
of course,
they're nice. So
you were all alone when you joined this place, right? And then English and no other Japanese people working there, maybe. So it must have been a little bit challenging in the beginning.
Yes.
But you had some nice people working with you. So
Yeah, also there were some backpackers working too. So yeah, we have like drinking after work and
nice.
when we are off. So
Okay, and you had some kind of events at work as well? Maybe like a Christmas, or I think I saw some pictures you posted the other day.
Yeah, maybe Christmas is the biggest event in a year, I think.
Okay, but so living in that kind of a facility, because it was in the outback of Australia, so it was kind of difficult to get into big cities then?
Yeah, maybe if we want to go to the supermarket, we have to take an hour by car.
Okay. So you have to plan and then go out of town and then get groceries and stuff. So you drove in Australia?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. All right. Wow. Interesting job you got. So I guess like maybe usually the working holiday visa is for 1 year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Normally.
So how did you get to stay there for 5 years?
Yeah. In Australia, we can extend top 3 years if we meet some conditions. So
Okay.
yeah, like we work in a farm, and then we apply visa, and so we can extend.
Okay, so it's not too difficult to extend the visa itself then, huh?
Yes, not too hard. Yeah,
there are some conditions, but if you get them, then
yes.
But, okay, 5 years in Australia. Okay, now back in Japan. Do you have any like reverse culture shock? Or are you just happy to be back in Japan?
No, but I miss Australia. I mean, in a good way, but my staff are so polite.
In Japan?
In Japan, yeah, customer service is so great.
Top notch, I think.
But I miss like a casual.
Yeah. I can totally understand. Yeah, maybe it's not a perfect customer service back over there, but it's more, I don't know, it's like a human to human.
Yes.
Here in Jakarta, talking to like a robot sometimes because it's also perfect.
Exactly.
I mean, like it's different in different countries, so it's still nice, but yeah. Okay. So would you like to go back to Australia, or would you like to live in different countries in the future, or you're just happy here in Japan?
Yeah, if I had an opportunity, yeah, of course, I'd like to go Australia again. Maybe I want to go other country too.
For working holiday, or to visit, or to live?
Yeah, maybe I want to try study abroad.
Where do you think would be good for that?
Maybe the US.
US? Okay. Wow. Study abroad, and then you would like to study what? Anything in mind?
English.
English? But you speak English, okay.
I like linguistics.
Linguistics, okay. So the languages, or maybe you might. Okay, so what's your next goal then? Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, I'm interested in teaching English, and I'm interested in to be a translator.
Okay, teaching English. Okay, so maybe you could go to the States and then study abroad, and maybe you could get like a certificate for teaching English, like TESOL. There are some of them like that. So you're still in your 20s, right?
No, I wish. I wish.
No way. I thought you were like in the early 20s still. But
no.
Okay. But you still have a long way to go. So I'm sure that there are so many opportunities right in front of you. So teaching English. Have you taught English, by the way?
Like at Kumon.
Yeah, Kumon. Okay. I'm teaching like a little kids then.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fun. But, kids are not so interested in studying, and they can't focus.
Yeah, they
So,
get distracted so
yes,
easily. So it's
yes.
very difficult to kind of engage them in the studying in the classroom. So I used to teach little kids as well a long time ago, but the youngest kid that I taught was 0 year old.
Wow.
It was like 6 months old or 10 months old, and I thought it was just absolutely ridiculous because they don't even know what I'm doing, right?
Yes, yes.
I felt so stupid dancing and singing, but
Um,
yes, it was very energy consuming lessons for me because babies are okay because they're with their moms, but
okay.
when they get to like elementary school, they just want to running around, in the classrooms, and then it was very difficult to have them sit and just listen because their attention span is very, very short. I'm sure that you can really feel that. But okay, so teaching English, would you like to teach children or adults or?
I prefer adults.
Yes, I think that's a very good choice. Yeah. Because usually adults want to study English and that's why
Yes.
they're taking your lessons, right? Okay, and you're interested in translator. Sounds good. So, I mean, like your English level is already very good, but how do you study on daily basis?
Now I study for TOEIC. I use app called like ABC.
ABC. Okay. Is it like I don't know, how does it work? I have only used the listening part of it, but
Okay.
is it like a game? Does it?
Not
give
like
you
a
any
game.
exercises?
This is just textbooks, and
Okay.
I can, there's so many textbooks, and I can take like an exam, or I can
Like
check,
tests and
vocabularies.
And then when did you take TOEIC the last time?
Last time last October.
Okay, so right after you came back to Japan then, huh? Something like that.
Yes.
Okay. How
And
did
I'm
you do?
gonna, it was good.
It was
And
good?
I got the perfect score in listening part.
Yeah,
So.
that's so amazing. You scored perfectly. Okay. And then you're gonna take it again sometime?
Yeah,
soon?
next month.
Next month. And then what score are you aiming for?
I hope I get maybe over 950 or something.
Okay. What was the score last time, if you don't mind telling us?
It was 890.
Wow, that's really impressive though. 890.
That
Yes.
in my excuse, I had a cold. And
I remember that you were not in the perfect condition when you took it, and I think that really affect your score. Yes. Yes, I definitely think it's because you cannot really focus, 100% if you have a runny
Yes.
nose or coughing, and so I think that's a very good excuse. So next time 950. Wow, okay, that's wonderful. So is it the only like an app that you're using for studying, or do you do anything else?
No, yes, but not really study, but I try to expose myself to English in daily life. So I listen to English music, and I watch like English TV dramas on Netflix in with English subtitle.
Okay. Yeah, those are the very good ways to study English, actually. It's very entertaining, and then you're learning a lot because you're kind of like checking out what they're saying in the subtitles right now, right? Anything that you're watching right now on Netflix?
I watch Seinfeld.
That's very fun.
Comedy.
I like Seinfeld, yes. Yeah. There are so many like sitcoms, and then Seinfeld is more based on the daily conversation, so I think it's very good. Yeah. Right now I am rewatching Homeland. Have you watched it?
Yeah, but it was too difficult for me. It's like politics.
Maybe it's not good for your studying. It's all about the terrorism. Yeah, but I really like this drama, and I finished maybe a few years ago, but now I found it on Amazon Prime. So I
Okay.
decided to rewatch. And then still, it's very difficult because I mostly forgot what happened. So it's very nice to watch it all over again.
Do you watch with Japanese subtitle or no
Yeah, with
subtitle?
Japanese subtitle actually, but I'm not really paying so much attention to it. Yes, when I watch it, I mainly focus on what they're saying, but at the same time, because I also study for translating and interpretation, so I kind of want to see how they translate in Japanese. So I want to listen to English and then check their translation in Japanese. And then sometimes it's very interesting how they translate because it's not what I think I would translate, if you know what I mean. So, so I'd like to have both in Japanese and English. Okay, I see. What other questions did I have on the list? Okay, yeah, right. Do you have any questions for me? If you have any.
Yeah, I know you are busy, and I'm wondering how you manage your
Many people
schedule.
ask me that, yeah, the time management, and I have to tell you that I'm not very good at time management.
Really? Like you do teaching and like translating, and sometimes you guide visitors.
Yeah. So I wear some hats. I wear many hats actually. So I guess my main job is an English teacher online, as you know, and this is my main part. But on the side, I do some translation sometimes for some clients that need, they might have some brochures to be translated. And I do that. And then as for the tour guide itself is that it's not every day or every week. It's just sometimes I, have this kind of job and then I have to go to different places to show people around in Miyazaki or somewhere in Kyushu. But recently I've been just focusing on studying because I was so busy last year and the year before doing so many things at a time. And I thought maybe I need to kind of slow down this year. So even though I got some offers, that is kind of guiding jobs and stuff, but I have been trying to say no because I couldn't say no before because this kind of job is very challenging and tiring, but at the same time it's very rewarding and I really enjoy that. But it was just taking a lot of time from me, so kind of like slowing it down a little bit, focusing more
That's good.
on studying, sorry, not studying, teaching, and also making some original textbooks. That's what I've been doing lately. Yes.
You're gonna publish textbook?
Not really publish, but I have used so many textbooks in the past for conversational English, and I find it kind of difficult to find the perfect book for my students, and for myself. And then, of course, there are so many books that you can find at bookstores for teaching ESL books and stuff. And after using so many kinds of books like that, I come to realize that maybe it's easier to just make my own, even if it's very, very difficult and takes so much time, but it's very easy to teach, when I actually use this original textbook. So that's what I've been doing, and I enjoy it. Yes, I guess.
That's good.
So you found me maybe a year ago or something like that. How did you find me in the first place, by the way?
On Twitter.
On Twitter? Okay.
And maybe Yuka-chan.
Yuka-chan ne, our like poster girl.
And also you tweeted, you're looking for another student or something.
I guess I was, looking for, sometimes maybe the semester usually finishes in 6 months. And then, so this is the time I recruit some new students. So it was a good timing then.
And also back then I was in really remote area and I missed the Japanese.
I know. So I was a bit surprised because you wanted to take lessons from Australia. It's like, wow. And then, but it was such a nice surprise that you were missing some Japanese community, maybe. Yeah, you used to take, or you still take the morning lessons. So there were some other students that were really excited to see you in Australia. So
Yes.
unreal online. Wow, I'm impressed. You have not spoken any Japanese.
Oh, yes.
I told you it's gonna be just fine. You were kind of worried about sticking in English, but yeah, you just said that 鉱山だけ. Yes, and then that was yes, trying to explain what it was like. So, okay, wow, that's wonderful. But how did you come to your level of English right now? I mean, like maybe it's kind of difficult for you to realize that, but did you have any like a breakthrough of English learning?
Yeah, I'm not sure when was the breakthrough, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not really thinking in Japanese anymore when you're talking in English. It comes out very naturally.
Sometimes, yeah, I'm still thinking.
Did you major in English when you were in university?
Yes, I studied English literature.
Literature. Okay, that's what you were doing. So, okay. So, maybe just like me, I think I studied English while I was in Japan before going to Canada for working holiday when I was 23 years old, only a few years ago.
Yes.
But it helps, I think, if you understand, some English at certain level, it helps you to get a job or getting settled down.
And also when I was in Australia, I met many backpackers from around the world, and they don't speak like a perfect English.
Oh, right. Yeah, they come from different places, right?
Yes, and also they make mistakes, but they don't care. It's more important to communicate.
Yes.
So
that mindset is very, very important. Yes, don't try to be a perfect English speaker because nobody is perfect. Even native speakers are not perfect, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. That is a very important message, I think. Okay. So you came back, but so you could not really stay in Australia longer than 5 years. I mean, like you had to come back because of the visa situation.
Or I could change like student visa. But I was a little bit tired to living in other countries. So.
It was about time to come back to Japan.
Yes.
I see. Did you have any major struggles in Australia? You were pretty much okay?
English.
English? Really?
Yeah, it's sometimes difficult to communicate. Like even easy word, they couldn't understand. Maybe my accent or something.
Oh, okay. And then Australia, they have a very strong dialect or accent.
Yes. Especially countryside,
countryside, yeah, I guess so. But it's the same in Japan. Yeah, in the countryside, all these like elderly people. Sometimes I have a hard time understanding what my father is saying. Yeah, that's so true. Australian English. Okay. Was any good memories in Australia?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, I met many friends and went to beach, have barbecue and party.
Yeah, all kinds of fun stuff with the people you really love.
Yeah.
You still stay in touch with them then?
Like in Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, it's easy to stay in touch on social medias, I think. So, I was going to use Japanese and English, but yeah, mostly we talked in 日本語でなんか話すことないかな。今日ばっかり話そうと。結構普通乗ってきたら。
乗ってきちゃう。
そうですね。なんかありますか？
逆になんかアドバイスありますか？
アドバイスですか？何のアドバイスがいい？
英語に。
英語の？Anything specific?
how to study.
How to study ね。でも本当に自分が楽しいと思えることが一番なのかなと思ってて、で、まあね、あやなちゃんのレベルはもう本当950目指すぐらいのレベルになってるので、もうあとはもうインプットとアウトプットのバランスを良くしていくとかっていうことなのかなと思うんですけど、because I think that whenever you watch movies or YouTubers talking, maybe you understand most of what they're saying. If it's not too specific, I mean, like,
Yeah.
すごい専門的なことじゃなければ、大体わかるレベルだと思うので、まあ、そうですね。その、entertainment wise, I think watching these movies and dramas are very good. Yeah, sitcoms and all. But for academic studying, maybe you could, TED とか TED トークとか、あの辺がやっぱりこう、英検一級とか、TOEIC とかのにはつながりやすいのかなって感じしますけどね。そういうちょっとプロフェッショナルなやつを見てみたりとかすると、the expressions and the vocabulary they use is a bit different from the regular.
Yeah, since I came back to Japan, yeah, I feel my English is losing.
Really? You feel
I
like
feel
that?
I'm
I don't
I'm
really feel
losing
it.
my
No.
English.
I guess that's what people are worried about, right? Because you're not as exposed as you were to English when you were in Australia. どうかな
Especially speaking. I can't
Speaking.
think of so quickly.
そう私はなんかオーストラリアの頃から見てるけど、そんな思ったことがないけど。でもなんかそういう、なんて不安はあるよね。絶対。多分日本に帰ってきたら、It's not like when you were in Australia って思っちゃうけど。そうね。But there are so many kinds of things that you can do. So I guess like maybe I talked about this on my podcast or maybe in the lesson before, but 1 minute speech がすごくいいなと思う。自分に1 minute speech を与えるがトピックを与えるわけですね。何でもいいので。Okay, talk about whiskey for 1 minute って感じで、見えるものを自分にちょっとポンって渡して、で、ウイスキーについて1分自分を語ってみるとか。
一人で。
独り言で。Yes. それを、スマホで録音するんですね。1 minute っていうのを、まあ、そうね。だから、whiskey for a minute ってこう、okay, I don't really drink whiskey much, so I don't know much about it, but it's very strong, but people like to drink it at a bar. There are so many kinds of whiskey, and I have actually a bottle of Jim Beam right here. I don't know why I have it in my classroom. I got it as a souvenir, so I have it. But yeah, once in a while, I could drink just a little bit, but I need to add some ice cubes or soda water so I can drink it, but I would never drink it straight. まあこんな感じで何でもいいから、ウイスキーについてじゃあ1分語ろうとか、そうね、何でもいい、本当に、なんだろう、フィッシュについて1分語ろうとか、ディクショナリーでも何でも、random topic that you can think of を1分でどれだけ自分が話せるかっていうのを試してみる。で、それをスマホに1分だから見えますよね、自分が話してる。タイマーが。で、見えて、で、それを録音したのを聞いてみるんですよ、自分で。したら、ちゃんと言えてないなとか、ちょっとこう、ゆっくりすぎるなとか、ここはもっとこれ言いたかったけど、この単語が出てこなかったなっていうのを、今度は自分でそれをチェックして、You can look up in the dictionary or, yes, try to do it one more time. 2回もやってみる。いろいろ調べたりとか、もっと言いたかったこと付け加えたりして、もう1回やると、それでちょっとインプルーブメントが見えてくるとか。だからもう用意されたことはね、自分の頭の中とかで考えて、まあスピーチとかもそうだと思うんですけど、用意したことはできるけど、パッて振られた時にね、準備ができない時にどういうふうにこうスポンテニアスに話すことができるかっていうのは結構いいトレーニングだと思いますけどね。
なんかすごい頭の体操になりそうですね。
そうそう、頭の体操になるし、だから本当にランダムにそのトピックを与えるのがちょっと大変だったりするんだけど、まあ、見えたものとかで本当にいつものなんだろう、簡単なものじゃなくて、talk about smartphone とかって結構簡単に語れるかなと思うんですけど、talk about credit card とか、cashless payment とか、talk about winter とか何でもいいので、1日それを1回やって、聞いて、自分で反省して、2回目また録音して学んでいくっていう方法が、 割といいです。私最近やってないけど。
楽しそう。ちょっとやってみます。
ぜひやってみてください。で、それでまたちょっともっとどういうこと話せるかなって時に、そう AI とかチャット GPT に気づいて、Can you make a speech for 1 minute about whiskey? とかって聞くと、チャット GPT がだってそのモデルアンサーを出してくれるので、それからまた学べることっていうのも多いと思うし、この方法は本当すぐできる。し、何もいらない。スマホだけあればできるっていうので。Yes, yeah, many people hate listening to our own voice. 生さんと話してたんだけど、もう本当に自分の話す英語が気持ち悪いって言ってて、全然そんなことないのにすごいかっこいい英語を話される方だけど、やっぱ自分の声を改めて聞くっていうのはすごい努力がいるというか勇気がいる。
そうなんですよね。わかります。
Have you ever done that? Have you listened to your own voice speaking in English?
Yeah, I took like a pronunciation class.
Okay, so you have to.
Yeah.
時にやっぱ客観的にね、聞いてみるっていう。What did you think of your own English back then?
I don't like it.
Yeah, そうね、本当に。でも、これが一番なんか大事なことかなと思いますね。自分で自分の英語を知る。で、そこからどう伸ばしていけばいいのかな、どこ目指すかなって言って考えていくっていうのは、1 minute ランダムトークをやってみてください。
はい、やります。
そんな感じかな、私がアドバイスできるのとりあえずですね。もちろん TOEIC のその模試とかね、いろんな単語を覚えたりっていうのもすごくいいと思うし、だから今楽しい英語からちょっとたまにはそういうアカデミックなやつを聞いてみたりとか、ポッドキャストで、そうですね、私がよく聞くのは、なんだっけ、The Daily か。知ってますか？ Daily っていうポッドキャスト。Daily って知ってます？
知らないですね。
知らない。後でまた送りますけど、
日本人。
アメリカの、出てくるかな。The Daily という、ニュースの、ニューヨークタイムズがやってるところ、ポッドキャストだけど、これ全部、スクリプトも無料で見れたりするので、そうなので、You don't have to listen to it all the time, but only the episode that you're interested in. 自分がちょっと気になったエピソードとかを、そう。昨日聞いてたのが、She fell in love with ChatGPT っていうのですごい気になったから今聞いてるところ。そう、だから割とそのポリティクスのやつとかもあったりするけど、そういうの難しいなと考えたら、いや、そういうちょっと自分が気になるエピソード聞いてみたらいいかなと。
Yes.
Okay, wow. Time flies. Yeah, it's
already.
Yeah, もう5時40分。So, today we are recording this on Thursday, February 27th だね。
End of February.
One more day and it's March.
Yeah, so quickly.
いやー、嫌だ。でも今日すごい暖かかった。暖かかったね。
Yeah, because of I have a hay fever.
You have a hay fever? Yes, it's very difficult. You have one more month to go, I guess. あと1ヶ月ぐらいはきついんじゃない？オーストラリアはない？
一応ありますよ。花粉。あと、埃とかがすごい。花
粉というよりか、ハウスダストとかね。
ハウスダスト。
そっか、よかった。いつもなんかレッスンの時だけしかお話できなかったので、今日はゆっくりと。よかったです。昨日からの無茶ぶりにしてね、明日するとか、私どうする？明日するとか。ポッドキャストになんか生徒さんとかがいるとやっぱ皆さん楽しいって言ってくれるので、このエピソードも皆さん聞いてくれるかなと思います。Ayanaちゃんでした。Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was so fun.
Yeah, it was very fun. Okay, see you later.
See you.